Hi, everybody. Welcome to Club Underground. This is your host, SuperTestnet, along with my guests today, Walton and actually, what's your name?
Phil.
Phil.
Rex.
This is here as well.
We are Rex.
We are so pleased to welcome you to the show, and we've got a lot of great interviews for you today. So we're going to start out with Phil. I'm going to ask him about Hedgehog. Phil.
Yes.
No, I'm sorry. He's the real host.
No. I mean, really, I can probably speak to many different points about Hedgehog. I mean, he's blue. He spins through tubes. He picks up rings. What else do I need to add?
He's fast.
He's fast.
And apparently, if you can use him privately if you connect over Tails OS over
There you go. There you go.
All right, you see, bunch of jokers here. All right, no, but seriously, we are actually pretending to host this, and we've got SuperTestnet joining us, and of course,
our host.
our host, Lisa.
Hey y'all, Sniffy here.
Nice. All right, so we're gonna dive right into it. I think we should just let's talk about Hedgehog, right?
So
Because I don't even understand.
We spliced this panel together.
Yes.
But we didn't do any on-chain transactions. My understanding is splicing requires on-chain transactions, but I don't quite understand how the mechanics works.
We can't talk to him about splicing.
We can't talk about it right now.
No,
We thought we were going to loop back, no?
we're waiting till Dusty comes
Oh,
back.
we're going to get the.
We can talk to him about BitVM and Hedgehog.
Approved list.
All right, so
I can also-
Such a big like celebrity now because we could approve chocolates.
Yeah.
There's like only 2 things not allowed on the SuperNet. I mean, yeah, that's pretty big, Super. Okay.
It's great. It's great. I'm happy to talk about whatever you want, Walton. We can talk about Tails. If you like. So what's
Okay, so the real question is, tell us high level. Let's start with a high level. What is Hedgehog?
Hedgehog?
Let's start there.
Hedgehog is an alternative protocol for creating channels similar to Lightning channels, but with the property that you can be offline when you receive money, which is desirable for me because one of my biggest frustrations with using Lightning is that when I want to give somebody like a Lightning invoice and then have them be able to pay it whenever they want, like on my Twitter handle or something, and it never works because I'm never online and I get like a message on my phone. It's like payment failed. So I would really like if I could receive payments while I'm offline. And so I made Hedgehog for that. That's what that is.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess is there any kind of like, because you're getting these payments offline, I'm thinking there's some type of magic that has to be done with the fees or something. Like I don't know. There's
It's mostly
like I feel like there's some guesswork somewhere in the background, some type of estimation because you're receiving these funds while you're offline. Am I off in the woods or?
how it works is that when let's say that Alice and Bob want to send each other money, basically what you need to do that, they need to have money in a multi-sig similar to a Lightning channel, and they need to exchange signatures for signed Bitcoin or for Bitcoin transactions that distribute the funds in that multi-sig however they want. So it might start off with Alice having 100%, and if she wants to give Bob 50%, she just creates some signed Bitcoin transactions that modify the distribution of the money, and then sends him signatures for those. And if he likes this new update, he can co-sign, and then he's happy. But he doesn't have to do that right away. He can do it whenever he gets online.
How does he know he's received money if he's not online?
Well, because when he gets online, presumably there'll be an email in his inbox. It'll be like, "Here's some money," and he.
What's the
So there's
point
like a
of
state
sending
waiting.
someone money that they don't know they've gotten?
I like it when it happens to me.
So wait,
Uh,
people don't like receiving money that they don't know about? Is that
if you go to onlyfans.com/supertestnet, and you can donate to Nate.
Walton, leaking my alpha already?
it's a family show, Walton?
No, it's what like zaps are an example. When I put out a great note on Noster and somebody
All the
zapped
girls
it,
are like, I'd zap that.
yeah, when they're all like I zap whatever,
Yeah.
they send money to me and I don't know I've received it. But eventually I get online and I'm like, oh, I earned $1 million or whatever.
$1 million? Wow.
Yeah. So even this person would like it to happen to them. So
You mean this person?
money.
That's
I don't want to dox anyone who hasn't asked.
Oh, she's been on the show.
Yeah,
Lisa's on the show.
She's a celebrity, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
She's a celebrity already.
Mrs. Nifty is in the audience saying that she would also like people to send her money randomly. So there you go.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm pretty sure like SuperTestnet just like pimped out Nifty's mom like on the show. You know, I'm not quite sure what's going on at this point.
We can't cut any of this.
No,
I'm
this is
just
live.
pointing that out. This is
But,
why. Okay, you can't cut any of it.
Yeah. So
Shame on you.
We're good.
No OnlyFans, guys. Stop it. Stop
All right.
being such degenerates.
We're,
Right.
we're gonna
So
hit
yeah, splicing
so
back to the real conversation.
Why are you calling it hedgehog?
Because all the lightning memes were used up. You got like the Olympus server and Strike and the what's the async one? Every cool lightning meme has been used up. So I thought of something else that's fast, and I thought of hedgehogs.
Oh, I thought it was.
Hedgehogs are fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're also super cute and cuddly, and that's what I want in a money.
Because how does everyone know how fast a hedgehog is?
By
Well, I
measuring.
mean, I had Sega. I had a Sega
Oh,
Genesis,
right,
and
I see,
based on the
okay.
video game, I assume all hedgehogs are that fast.
Well, yeah, I mean they're
Nifty's like, that's
they're
the level
prey.
of intelligence.
They're
I'm
like
dealing with.
you know, typically there's predators and prey. Hedgehogs are on the prey side, and prey needs to be fast to escape from the predators. So if they're
Does the hedgehog protocol have predators?
not yet. No one's using it.
Oh, I see.
Okay, well, so speaking on that point, okay,
Bitcoin's frenemies.
are there any prerequisites that need to exist before this
No,
this
it
hedgehog
exists. It
project?
exists right now.
Okay.
It's on my GitHub, and you can go make hedgehog channels and play around with it right now. Yep.
Okay.
It all works.
So buy it today. No, but okay, so I guess is the goal of this that at some point, like let's say wallet developers and wallet software developers are going to incorporate this in the background? Like, how does this become part of
Good question.
Lightning?
I would kind of like that. But my main use case is that websites like Stacker News, where people deposit funds and then pay each other on Lightning or pay each other in their database, I guess, could use this instead. So that you, instead of depositing it into a website, you could deposit it into a Hedgehog wallet that is on the website, like attached to the interface.
So this is going to make Lightning less custodial because people won't use custodial
That's what I built it for.
payments because and they don't have to be online the whole time, like having their own Lightning node.
Yeah, I would like it to be. I would like Lightning to work more like the base layer in the sense that you don't have to run a server all the time. Because that's what nodes are. We have to run a Lightning node's type server, and I don't like running servers personally. I don't know anyone who does. So tried to make something. That
Yeah, you
we-
have to like tip them like 25% these days. Like it's getting crazy out there. So
Okay, guys, Stephen Palmer now a few times has mentioned he wants mud wrestling in Bitcoin and mud wrestling on Lightning. How do we do
okay.
this with
So
Hedgehog?
what odds would you give us? Nifty versus SuperTestnet.
We're gonna wait for Stephen first.
Yeah, Steven, that's to you.
I'm scared.
So am I.
Yeah,
So am I.
yeah.
He keeps asking for the mud wrestling, and I don't know if this is some kind of
Let's
code.
let's talk about Hedgehog now and talk about something Lisa's an
Yeah.
expert on.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What's that?
What am I an expert in?
Breaking hearts.
Yes.
No.
I'm sorry, Testnet. Sorry, Super.
Did you say breaking hugs?
This is becoming less technical and more personal as it goes on.
I don't. How has the conference been going, Lisa?
It's been going really well. It's been going really well. I don't know. I think like it's interesting to watch. You can tell people are having conversations at the conference because people get up to talk and they'll reference a conversation they had with someone else, which is really
Iteration, like
the what the
iteration.
yeah. So you kind of see how like thoughts like as the conference goes on, like you can kind of see how like conversations people have had like earlier in the day or like earlier in the week or kind of like moving what everyone's talking about, which is really cool to see. I like seeing how things like that kind of evolve and move and yeah, I don't know. It's fun. Like it seems like people are making kind of like watch people I know already like interact with distance and see them making new friends and like it's like, oh, those people are like hanging out. That's cool. Like I know them independently. It's cool that they found each other at Bitcoin Plus Plus. So yeah, I think it's like been a huge success. Also, we got the live stream working, which is like super good. Yeah.
We got to thank Xrog for that.
Yeah.
Also.
Xrog.
Yes, thank you, Xrog.
Panel, I think tomorrow with all people that organize conferences.
Yes.
So we can
Tomorrow afternoon.
Tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah.
And people that try to organize conferences.
Yes.
Well, shout out to
And people who show up as utility vehicles for conferences. Yes, that's me.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we're gonna be having a debrief on what it's like running conferences. I'm looking forward to that one. See what everyone else has to say about this. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's been great just to watch, and I'm learning stuff about what people care about with governance, which is kind of new to me. Like, I feel like I've one of the tricks with like Bitcoin plus plus is that people always ask me like, so every Bitcoin plus plus has a different like theme. This is just so happens to be the Bitcoin script one. And one of the things people tend to ask me is like, how do I come up with like a new theme? Like, how do I pick themes that I want to have about it? And it's not a joke. It's kind of real. It's like I invite all the people that I know are doing interesting stuff that haven't like taken the time to learn what they're doing yet. So I invite them to one place to all sit down and tell me what they're working on and like present it in a nice manner that I can just sit there and like figure like have them explain to me what they're doing.
There's this meme, right, with the like four levels of what's the word, enlightenment, right?
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
first level is you listen to Bitcoin podcasts. The second level is, you read Bitcoin books. The third level is, you have your own show and you invite people on. The fourth level is you run your own conference just so you can like put these conversations together and learn from them.
You also have to write your own covenant
it's-
proposal nowadays. That's a new category.
Yeah, it's like what level can you script at? I guess,
Yeah.
is the
Yeah,
point,
yeah,
right?
that's true. Yeah. Yeah. So like, it's just like, okay, I'll just get everyone that's doing interesting stuff in the Bitcoin script covenant space. Some of them maybe are less well known than others. So like the Mac guys, like the CCV, Johan and Salvatore, like I feel like they are like really niche. Like I don't feel like people really knew about them or like that as a project before.
Do you think how much this is affected by like the language that maybe some of the Europeans that aren't so English language first, driving these other, there's kind of difference within the different kind of language spheres. There's a different perspective on these things.
I think that like the stuff that Salvatore is doing, like he put out blog posts on the mailing list, right? It's like they're like on the mailing list. His ideas are all out there. I think it's really just like they're really hard to understand, and I think the way that he like presents them and talks about them are such like technically like he's so into like the way he explains things. It's like super technical. And there's only really one or two other people that I think understand it well enough to like start building on it. So it's just like a very small group of people that really understands and knows what he's doing or like explaining or talking about. I think we have like almost all of them here at the conference, like all three of them, like
Yeah.
Lalu, Johan, and Salvatore. And so it's like cool because it's like I like know enough to know that they're doing cool and interesting stuff. I don't quite understand it yet myself either, but they can come here and like explain what they're doing to other people and then.
I think it's pretty huge that you pull together an entire conference to get people to explain to you the thing that you want. And I have to give you props for that. Because what I do is I go and beg people to come on the show. And so I need to learn. I need to learn from the master.
I don't know. I think it helps.
No, you
Like,
didn't.
it's pretty friendly. Like, come here in Austin. It'd be
Let's
like,
talk about covenant.
yeah. It's like, come here in Austin and tell me what you're working on. Like, come talk about what you've been doing. And people tend to like that.
People love to talk about themselves. So
Yeah,
naturally,
that
that's
actually-
opportunity.
I'll feature barbecue. That tends to like go pretty well. I think. I don't know. Super, why'd you come to Bitcoin Plus West?
Heal my broken heart. No, I'm kidding.
And instead he's stuck here with us. Right? He came here to heal his broken heart, but he's stuck here with us talking about hedgehogs, and we're also gonna talk about
Oh, that shirt, right? We need to talk about
Yeah,
the shirt.
Yeah, this is my OpCat shirt.
Oh.
So when Mr. Rusty Russell presented yesterday about the great script restoration, he finally convinced me that OpCat's the way to go because it's included in his proposal. So I'm on board. Let's do the cats. Let's get them going.
For our viewers back home, can you summarize what Rusty's presentation was and what he's proposing?
Would you say that he let the cat out of the bag?
I would. Now I would.
Wait, so is that cat then dead or alive? It's out.
Many years ago, Bitcoin had a whole bunch of scripting functions that Satoshi actually removed from Bitcoin,
Like OpCat, right?
including OpCat, on the grounds that they were super dangerous and there were bugs in them. Well, there weren't bugs in them, but there were bugs in Bitcoin.
They were super dangerous.
We fixed those bugs now, and well, except for one, which is something called budgeting. And so Rusty came up with a fix for it, and I was like, now we can soft fork in all of these old opcodes with my new fix.
So is it a bit like how in the political space, some politicians will put a bill in and it's like, oh, this is the bill for this, and then they slip all these extra little things in. And is there actually a similar parallel in Bitcoin?
I definitely think that it's the same thing.
Yeah.
I think if I had to pick like a political movement that I feel like is kind of what Rusty is like going for, is it's like make America great again, except it's like make Bitcoin script great again. And because he's like, this is a Bitcoin script used to be great, but terrible things happened, and like, we put in this like conservative like regime of like we didn't want to like denial of service the network, but we could go back to how great Bitcoin script used to be. We just like, here's the work we need to do to make that happen. So I think that's like, if I had to like say like what political slogan is the Great Restoration Project, it's like,
I think Build Back Better would be another one.
Oh God! Oh, what is happening? What's happening here?
We got it. We
We got
got
the
to go.
OpCat T-shirt. Now we're talking about the triple Bs. I mean, this is
Got to go back and then do better and rebuild things. That's the nature.
wait, where's Build Back Better from?
you know what that's
There's
from.
Biden's.
Oh,
That's-
this
This was during the virus that shall not be named, and yes,
Oh, right.
We've had a pandemic of awful code, and the great script restoration is the vaccine.
So we have the big C.
We're gonna use
coming.
Trump
Warp
speed.
Coming, I see it. Yeah.
In fairness, I don't think Biden remembers that it was his slogan either. So
he has no idea.
We're gonna
Dude,
do.
he has no
We're gonna have a lockdown on all new features until we get the great script restoration done, implemented. What?
Are you helping out, Super? Are you pitching in? Are you
Wearing
gonna
the shirt.
are you gonna help make Bitcoin great again? Bitcoin script great again?
Yeah.
okay, so President, in honor of President Houseplant, what is going to be your hackathon project?
Coin joins. I'm gonna try to do a coin join with no coordinator.
The
Because
world
what?
needs that right now, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Why
Just-
would you
just
do
announced
that? We
they're
just
doing
saw
that.
what happened when people
No,
try to
that's-
use collaborative spends. The government comes
No,
and
no, that's
ruins your
only if
life.
that's only if there's a
Because the samurai wallet people
Yeah.
got arrested and the wasabi
Yes.
people shut down their coordinator service. So I want to make one where they can't do that. I don't want none of that can happen. There's no one to arrest and no one to shut down
Permissionless
anything.
coin joins?
Yeah.
Guys, you heard it here first. And collaborative spends, right? Because I know you're calling them coin joins, but they really are collaborative spends.
That's what a coin join is.
Yes.
It's
Okay. Sorry, I just like to interchangeably use the
multiple,
words.
multiple people spending money at the
Yes.
same
That's
time.
how like kumbaya like coin joins are when you like really think about it. And this is the thing that like is being vilified by the government. It's like, yeah, we're all gonna join hands and transact together. And it's
Mhm.
gonna be great, like maybe we'll sing a like little song with a campfire and a guitar, and like at the end of the day we'll like all put our signatures together and send the great transaction off into the great yonder. It's great. And the government's like, you're not allowed to do that.
Without
You're, like,
registering
bringing
as a money
trouble.
service
Yeah.
business.
You know what happens when we all join hands, right? The government gets afraid. This is it, right? When they see the
They say
people.
keep 6 feet apart. Is that-
Well, they could join too. Biden, I will coin join with you. So you don't have to be alone. All
I think
right.
he's
Wait,
listening,
repeat.
Super.
No, okay, sorry.
He's not listening. Don't worry. Biden's not paying attention.
What are we doing here?
Well, if he's not the audience, then who is?
This is a different Capitol building, right? You know that, yeah?
Yeah.
the national government, national capital, right there.
All right. Politics bothers me. We're gonna.
Hey,
switch
Mr.
gears.
Abbott.
I don't like politics.
All right.
We're gonna switch gears. I want to talk about BitVM because I know nothing. I looked at the paper. There was many words I didn't understand. Next to words I did, and I found myself at the end going, I have no idea what this is, but it sounds like a virtual machine and Bitcoin.
Other than helping you to build tic-tac-toe.
Yeah,
Like,
did you
what-
play my tic-tac-toe game?
Yeah.
Well, you could do that if you go to my
Oh no! How about
Bit-tac-toe?
would you like to do a demo right now?
Yeah, we
You
can do that.
one. Yeah.
Can I? It involves using your computer. Is
Yeah,
that the
You
thing?
can do it. It's live.
Well, I was gonna say if we could put it on yours up
Yeah,
here.
yeah. We'll put it on
How
screen
about this?
Well, not mine.
We'll schedule that for.
We'll come back. We'll come back.
We'll do that. We'll schedule
Tomorrow.
it for another.
Tomorrow.
Okay,
All right, guys,
Yeah.
you heard it here first. We're gonna
Phil gets to play the game live on.
Yeah, and then it'll be
Now everyone's gonna realize I don't know how to play tic-tac-toe. This is gonna be fun. All right, let's do it.
Bit-tac-toe. Yeah. So,
Tic-tac-toe.
but you asked.
Tic-tac-toe.
Yeah, it's a computer. A virtual machine is a type of computer, usually written in software, and it can run programs. The nice thing about BitVM programs is that you actually put them inside of a Bitcoin address, so that if you run the program wrong, Bitcoin can be like, no, you did it wrong, and then you lose money.
How much do you ever think about how much this is like Wade ISB money
Yeah.
contract?
I do. I think about it all the time.
Yeah. I think it's interesting.
Wait.
Sorry.
If you read the B Money white paper, he
You
talks
have
about
fans,
this stuff.
SuperTestnet. You have fans.
What?
Look at that. SuperTestnet.
Thank you, Mr. Business.
That's right. And he's a
Or-
good dude too.
Yeah.
See?
I don't.
Fans already.
What?
He's a regular viewer of the show. I think he was very proud of Nifty's show last week, and
Yeah.
she earned his follow.
Oh,
Yeah.
but-
Oh, yeah.
He was enjoyed that episode.
All right, so you guys heard it here. We're going to get a demo of the tic-tac-toe in BitVM. We're going to figure out how to do that. It's very cool. Bit-tac-toe.
Yeah, yeah.
I apologize. I got to get the naming right. So let me ask you this: what else can you talk about that you're working on that is not splicing that requires Dusty?
That requires Dusty?
Yeah, well, I'm saying like the splicing requires Dusty, but what else?
I mean,
you're
my
working on that
happiness
doesn't
requires Dusty.
What else are
okay.
you allowed to discuss, like unsupervised?
Yes,
So-
unsupervised.
So my latest 3 projects have been the Bit-Tac-Toe, the Hedgehog, and the Coin Join thing. So I could tell you, do you want to know what I was working on before those? So
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Super, why didn't you come to Bitcoin Plus Plus in Argentina? Sorry, that's a total change of directions. You were down there, right? What were you working on when you were not at Bitcoin Plus Plus in Argentina in February?
When I was in, that's what I remember now. Thank you.
You're welcome.
When I was in Brazil, I was helping start Casa 21, which is a kind of like a pleb lab down there, and or a hacker house down in Brazil. And while there, I did their first workshop, which was Cashew. I did an eCash workshop where we built an eCash wallet together. So thank you. That's what my previous project.
Cool. It's absolutely awesome.
Can an eCash be used by people that have nut allergies?
No, they're excluded. These are digital nuts, but if you're allergic to real nuts, you might want to reconsider.
Then you might be allergic to these nuts.
I knew you were going there. I so knew you were going there. I was just waiting for this to happen.
I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to shield the next Bitcoin Plus Plus. So for everyone that's FOMOing at home, our next one's gonna be in Berlin in October, and we're gonna be talking about eCash. So maybe you could come give your workshop in Berlin in October.
That's
Again.
totally possible. I was planning to go to Berlin in June. Maybe I'll go in October.
Great.
So we'll see.
This is really good stuff.
2-for-1 deal, maybe like go twice in a year,
It can happen.
and then double dip. I don't know. Okay, stuff like that.
All right, guys, you heard it here first. We're gonna wrap up this segment, and for everybody, staying tuned. Don't forget to check out the main stage. There's some good stuff going on, great talks, and we will see you all later.
Thank you. Bye bye.